The old idea of leadership doesn't work anymore. Modern managers need new skills, not just more responsibility. Today, I'm sharing 5 leadership skills that are going to make you better at leading teams this year and beyond, whether they're in the field, behind a counter, or halfway across the world. I'm Phil Pallen, and this is The Modern Boss. If you manage a team or you want to manage better, you are in the right place. These 5 skills aren't buzzwords. They're the habits that I see in great managers, the ones that get results, earn trust, and stay calm when things get messy. I promise to keep this practical. You'll leave with examples, visuals, and quick wins that you can start using today. So let's get into it. Most problems at work actually come down to miscommunication, not laziness, not attitude, just clear instructions or the wrong format. So let's say, for example, you tell your staff the schedule's changed. You post it in the app, no one reads it. Why? Because not everyone checks the app. Some prefer text. Others might need a printed copy, same message, wrong channels. Modern leaders make sure the message actually reaches their team. So if this is urgent, post it in the app, followed up by a text. Maybe you should print it and put it up in the break room. If it's routine, pick one format, but repeat it consistently. One sentence, clearly stated, in multiple formats, that's how busy teams actually stay informed. On to the next one. Most managers either avoid giving feedback or they do it in a way that shuts people down. But feedback is how your team improves. It's how your culture grows stronger. Let's say someone on your team handled a customer complaint well, but forgot to log it in the system. You say, "Good job," but you don't mention the part that they missed. A week later, the same mistake happens, frustration builds. That's how people get blindsided. So this is my go-to format for a quick, clear feedback mechanism. Use it in a 1-to-1 ratio. Use it in a voice memo. Use it in an email. Any format really works like this. Here's what worked. You stayed calm and professional. What to improve? Update the ticket in real time. What to try next? Pause between calls to log the note before moving on. Now that is leadership. Simple, direct, and supportive. Let's keep going. Delegating isn't just about getting tasks off your plate. It's about helping your team grow into new responsibilities. Let's say a shift lead at a restaurant hands off closing duties to a new hire. They say, "Just clean it up like we usually do." But there's no checklist, no walkthrough, no clear expectations. Now the closing's rushed, things are getting missed, and the manager still has to step in and fix it. That's not delegation, that is dumping. Smart leaders delegate in stages. First, someone assists. Then they own the task. Finally, they improve the process on their own. So for example, first week, they watch you build the schedule. Second week, they do it and you review. Third week, they own it and even suggest improvements. That's development. That's how you build trust and capacity. Next up, managing time isn't just about calendars and to-do lists. It's about knowing where your time's actually going and whether that matches your role. So picture this. A manager spends 2 hours a day answering scheduling questions. They're just putting out fires, but the real issue is that no one has visibility. That's not time well spent. That's being stuck in reaction mode. If your time pie looks something like this, mostly problems, you are probably the bottleneck, sadly. So I recommend using tools like Connecteam or EverHour to track how you're spending time across categories. Even 1 week of tracking can show you where you're needed most and what you can delegate, automate, or schedule better. The goal here isn't perfect balance, but it's clarity so that your time reflects your priorities. Now, onto your final skill for this video. Leadership shows up the most when things go sideways. You probably already know that. Your team watches how you respond even more than what you say. So, let's say the system crashes before a lunch rush. Orders are piling up. You can panic, blame someone, or freeze up. Or you can say, "Here's what we know. Here's what we're doing. I'll keep you updated." That moment shapes how the team feels, not just about the problem, but also about you. Calm isn't pretending everything's fine. It's narrating your next step out loud. I'm going to call tech support. While we wait, let's switch to paper orders. That's leadership that people can follow, especially when they don't know what to do next. Your presence sets the pace. Your tone sets the tone. Modern leadership requires communication, consistent feedback, thoughtful delegation, time awareness, and emotional stability under pressure. So here's a quick recap of the 5 skills that we've talked about. Clear communication across channels, giving feedback without friction, delegating for development, time awareness, modeling calm in chaos. Focus on one skill at a time. Build it into your routine. These are habits that improve how your team works and how they see you as a leader. Which of these skills are you building this year? Which ones are your focus? And which of them feel hardest to improve? Let's have a little conversation down in the comments. We check those and reply. If this video helped you, definitely give it a like, subscribe to The Modern Boss for new videos every single week on tools, habits, and real-world leadership. I'm Phil Pallen. Thanks for watching. These videos that we've selected for you next, I think you're going to enjoy. So check them out. Thanks for watching.